Hello, everybody. We're going to talk today about making a decision whether or not to go in an RV or not to go in an RV or go in a van or go in a car. Sometimes it's no choice. Sometimes you have to do it, and people are doing it. Even where I'm at, they're starting to do it. And even where I'm at, RVs are available. You can actually buy them now here in the Philippines. But today we're going to talk about this subject. Stay tuned. Some people, depending on what their circumstances are financially, mentally, physically, sometimes they're forced to live in an RV. Some want to live in an RV or in a camper or a fifth wheel full time. Some don't want to live in it, but they're forced into it. Today we're going to talk about a lady. Her name is Jane. She's a friend of mine. And by non-choice, she decided it was best for her during her current situation. Her children are basically gone from the house and really not associating with her. She's just really it's just not good there where the children are concerned. So she said, what should I do? I said, it's your decision, whatever you want to do. And I think a lot of times it's like she's got a boyfriend, and his name is I forgot his name. Lewis. I forgot his name. Lewis. It's just recently got together, and they decided together that they're gonna do this. I mean, she decided she's gonna do it anyway, and I guess met Lewis along the way, getting her van prepared to go. And she met Lewis when they're retrofitting the van. They're putting a compost toilet in, getting water attached. They're going to have a system for water and a sink and cabinets and all these things. And as this video goes on, she's going to furnish me with she doesn't have a channel, but she's going to furnish me with information and pictures, and I can do a video of it. But one thing that she was talking about is, what do I do? How do I do it? When do I do it? Where do I go? How am I going to live? I've been living in an apartment. I'm tired of paying herself and Lewis when he's there from time to time. Lewis is a new boyfriend for 6 months, but she's paying about $600 and change a month for that. It's costing her about $800 to $900 just to live in an apartment because of electric and water and gas. Gas is $65, and you know how it is. So she says, can I save money? I said, yeah, there's certain things we can do, but there are sites that you can actually go on, that you can actually boondock. There is many available boondocker sites that you can actually stay at people's homes for a limited amount of time, because most of those people are RVers themselves, and they just RV so many months out of the year, and then they're back home, but they offer their home for people that are traveling around the country for a night or 2 night or 3 night stay, sometimes no longer than that, and where they needed a place to stay going to point A to point B, and they boondock. Some have electric they'll let you have, and some have an area to dump. Some made their own portable dump stations for themselves, and people go and do that. So some are associated with different parks also. But an opportunity, should you do that? Should you take a look at that? Maybe boondock a little bit. I told her, yes, you can. You can save money. The expense is going to be the most thing is fuel, your insurance on a vehicle, and some type of insurance, renter's insurance, or some type of vehicle insurance in case something gets stolen inside your van when you're not there, a vehicle or RV. You need some type of road assistance program like Good Sam or somebody like that. That's the one I use. They always treated me well, in fact, more than well. And there are many options out there that you can do that. Internet services, there's different companies you can have for internet companies out there. Some you can bring the box, take a box, put the SIM card in it, and you have internet. Verizon has one, T-Mobile has one. There's a couple of the companies, Straight Talk had one at one time. You can do that on the road, so you can always have it, because a lot of people only have so much data on their phone, they're limited. But to answer your question, it's opportune time for her to do it. I set her up with 3 or 4 locations that I'm aware of that she could stay at no charge for the area that she's in. Now, she's in Texas, and in Texas there are some places she can go reasonable, and there's a lot of places she can go boondocking. And I turned her on to Campedium and turned her on to this boondocking website that is actually, you pay $50 and there's 1,900 locations. It's people's homes. Sometimes some of them have their own little park that they have people come down and stay for 3-4 months at a time. There are those, and they just pay a nominal fee for any electric and things that they use, but they have to keep up the RV. There's guidelines, of course, because you're on their property, and there's certain things you have to have. You have to make sure you have insurance on your vehicle, things like that, because people, they don't want to be responsible for any action that, in case something happens. But there are opportunities for someone, if they wanted to go on the road and do that and save money. Now, she's not going to be a person who's going to drive up down the highway. She's not going to say, okay, I'm taking off going to Las Vegas today, I'm going to stay in Vegas, and tomorrow I'm going to be in Prescott, Arizona. It's not going to be like that. She's the type of person, she's just trying to find a simple way of life that she's not running up down the highway burning gas and fuel. And so she needs her own stomping grounds and something that she can park her van and she can stay indefinitely, or do whatever she needs to do, like unhook everything, go to the store, get her groceries, things like that, once a week, once a month, however, whatever that is, and then come back to the park and stay. A lot of people do that. There are people that actually boondock, and they just boondock wherever. Some boondock, you can boondock, believe it or not. Some storage facilities have availability that you can actually plug into power. You cannot dump, but you can plug into power and you pay the power. Some have the availability that you can now not only plug into power, you can stay there. You can stay at some storage facilities. You just leave your RV there and let them know you're staying in it. And you have to figure out a way to use the restroom and everything else. But there are people that do that. There are places that let you do that. I know of many couples that's actually done that, and I know where they're staying at some really nice storage places. What I mean, nice, clean, upkept. They're and there's security because it's 24-hour gate, so you don't have to worry about anything at all. Once that gate's locked, all the ones come in, they have to have code and they pay the bill. So that's a good thing. But yes, you can get an RV or van or car, and yes, you can live quite comfortably. The only hassle that it would be is if you're parking and boondocking somewhere, they knock on the door that you don't like. You don't have to move that because you're not allowed here, this, that, but you have that. But there are places you can actually go and stay and don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to worry going to a gym at this place to take a shower. There's places that you can take showers, hot and cold water. There are places you can dump your RV and you can actually stay there indefinitely. There are many places like that. There's a lot of senior citizen parks that are for seniors. If you're over a certain age, you can stay there. You can actually have a pretty decent life there. And a lot of people do that too. They take the RV, and the RV's been there for years, and they just stay in the RV. And there's nothing wrong. The motor may not even run anymore, but they stay in the RV. So there's many options out there for someone who want to do it. I want to talk about that briefly today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I want to thank you very much for always coming on our channel. And God bless, and we'll see you guys next time.